strats, and it looks like EG also knows where Lethal's going with two perfectly placed grenades. We're jumping down with Snipe Down from Evil Geniuses.
That was a big win there. Commonly, ironically, shutting down Lethal, of course, the two players which made those changes.
Well, how incredible is
Snipe Down
that?
is changing. Oh, you got a sneaky little peek there at their Snipe Down.
No, their strategies, like two grenades waiting for Lethal. Lethal used to be the BR player for Evil Geniuses at the start, and guess what? Wait for him, two grenades to his instant death.
It's funny how that works, because you were obviously saying how, Lethal knows how EG play, but just as you mentioned, EG, they know exactly how Lethal's going to play. We are seeing the first flag being run by this man commonly. Very, very confident young man. Of course, interviewed him myself yesterday. He is so excited to be here at the XGames and really wants to fill in Lethal's shoes with a fantastic victory here at the XGames.
Yes, absolute confidence from both these squads, both thinking they made the right choices, and we are on board with Royal 2, who has the sniper rifle, and that's very uncommon for him to miss a snipe shot like that. I mean, of course it wasn't an easy shot by any means, but based on Royal 2 standards, I think that would have been a guaranteed kill 9 out of 10 times.
Well, we'll just see as this game does start to calm down a little bit. This is another shot there, but we will wait and see. Of course, there is that BR shot able to kill Snipe Down. 3 players go down as well, and you will see CLG slowly start to push up towards the EG fight.
Yes, and what we see Royal 2 doing right now is blocking cave spawns. He's going to try to get these sniped kills and escort one of his teammates to run this flag towards Fountain. So you're going to see PJ, aka Snakebite, trying to stay alive there, but was eventually taken down by Snipe Down. So although Royal 2 was in great position to cover him, just seems like EG is just staying out of the line of sight.
And now Royal 2 needs to be careful because his flag is being pulled as well, and Lunchbox fires out that grenade. That's going to be sniper rifle down. Lethal playing for the return as well, I believe. Meanwhile, Frosty in a big gunfight with Snipe Down. Snipe Down's going to win that one. Both flags back at base.
Yes, even ground, and we could not ask for a closer match to start off the game. And look who has one of the power weapons. Actually, I think it's the only power weapon on the map right now since I can't locate the sniper. We're going to see if Roy can actually use these to make an advance, but instantly shut down.
That was a nice little bit of bait there. Royal 2 came in from behind. Meanwhile, Royal 2 did actually pick up Rockets, unable to clean up. Finally, there it comes, the trade. Royal 2 shutting down Lunchbox. Snipe Down trying to rush with the SMG on Frosty, and will clean up that kill. Looking for the second, and actually connects with it
trade,
too.
An incredible trade. You can't ask for better than that. When you are down in damage, for example, Snipe Down had half shield there, and guess what? He still traded the kill and went for the double.
At Royal 2 has Rockets available. That's going to be the last one, connected with Commonly. Of course, a new sniper rifle up in 17 seconds. And if CLG can get their hands on that, you may see them start to control a little bit more of this map and potentially go for that flag pull that we saw just get thwarted earlier on in the game. Evil Geniuses having to play very, very defensive, and Royal 2 actually going to push straight up towards top mid. This is going to be a push coming in from CLG. 2 players go down once again. Can they try and get the flag out? Sniper rifle is ready, but it looks like Roy is going to fall as well. Was able to shut down Lethal. Big trades coming in from Roy. That was a nice double kill.
And Snipe Down was in a great position over at Snipe side to at least do some damage and not let this flag get run much further. I'm really surprised that CLG opted to run the flag that fast because we knew the sniper was coming at the 9-minute mark. It seems like they would have been, I don't know, a bit more careful. Yeah, a bit more prepared about just grabbing the sniper rifle and prioritizing that to turn into a flag cap. And because of it, look at this. Roy from Evil Geniuses is running this flag back through Snipe side.
A little bit of help there from Lunchbox. Unfortunately, Lunchbox not able to help him once again. Sniper rifle in favor of Lunchbox, though. Snapshot. Hello. Shuts down Frosty. Unfortunately, that walks straight into that grenade of Snakebite. Meanwhile, Snipe Down in the gunfight against Snipe Down. Not going to be able to clean him up. Commonly now on your screens from Evil Geniuses. Thinking about potentially going to make a push towards that flag. 2 plays directly in front of him. Connects with the no-scope. Only shields, but the grenade will clean up Frosty. Meanwhile, that flag is away, I believe, is it not?
I can't tell if it got recovered because it was at Fountain so far. Now, you notice a lot of these players, it seems like sometimes you see almost mistakes where people like get the touch on the flag when it's only halfway recovered. And it's just such a slow depreciation on the flag recovery time that you don't need to force it.
This is
3 members down of CLG. Lethal, the ex-EG member, the only one alive that can stop this flag.
Commonly doing a fantastic job with that sniper rifle. He shut down many players as well as blocking that spawn point as well. Flag away. Commonly just backtracking, preemptively shooting. Doesn't look like the chance is going to come in just yet. Turns around and Lethal meets him. Again, the 2 players in terms of those roster changes. 3 players down now in favor of CLG. A fantastic counter. Make that 4 players. That flag will be returned. And potentially now we can see CLG push up towards Evil Genius's flag.
Here comes that setup again. The CLG setup is they block the cave spawns. They have a member going for the flag. And depending on what the situation is, they'll either run it bridge or run it towards their cave fountain.
It comes in there. Royal 2 shuts down Roy with the grenade. Over to Lunchbox's perspective for Evil Geniuses. Will have a little bit of help there from Snipe Down. Ultimately falls. Lots of kills being traded so far. Of course, 7 minutes still to go. Yet to see the first flag cap in this game, Walshy. It could not be closer. Every time we see one team push up, get 3 kills come in favor of the other squad.
Yes, and there hasn't really been, like you said, there hasn't really been a close flag attempt yet either.
Yeah.
It seems like both squads at the furthest they've got it maybe towards Fountain, sometimes towards Snipe side when that was the last attempt we saw from EG, but by no means was it like a last second thing where, wow, they just stopped the flag right before it was capped.
Now we may see that flag captured. Evil Geniuses have it to be returned, and you see Roy just peeking, turns around, meets Royal 2, Royal 2 picking up 2. Snipe Down has that flag as well, trying to go for the counter pull.
And this is a delicate situation because not only are both flags out, great shots by Snipe Down, eventually taken down, I believe that was by Frosty, but we're going to jump on Frosty and Lethal for CLG, capping the first flag. What I was trying to say is this time is so pivotal because not only are both flags out, but both power weapons come up at the 6-minute mark. For those unfamiliar with the game, rockets come up every 2 minutes, sniper comes up every 3 minutes, so that means at the 6-minute mark, both weapons are coming up.
I believe it is going to be Evil Geniuses who do have that sniper rifle control. Rockets were just taken by CLG, however, so we will have to wait and see. We now have Snakebite on your screens. There are those rockets now. Going to challenge, going to pick up another pick there on Lunchbox. Of course, it is CLG who do have the lead in this CTF. 1-0 up, 5.5 minutes to go. Snakebite not connecting with that kill. Instead, Lethal there on his support to clean up. Snakebite with the trade as well. TJ, aka Lethal, getting aggressive now on that Evil Geniuses flag.
Yeah, and that was the interesting part. Is Lethal, you know, obviously all these top players are great objective players. They know what... They know how to play every single role. However, you wouldn't classify Lethal generally as an OBJ player. However, he was the reason that they capped this first flag. So it's interesting because on paper, as we talked about before, it was a controversial team change. Not only from Lethal's point of view, but also CLG's because Poker 2 is known kind of as that objective slash support slash all-around player. Yet, Lethal is known as the Slayer, so you almost felt like there's almost this imbalance. But
a disconnect somewhat, but it, you know, so far so good for CLG, right? Just picking up those extra kills, definitely helping them out. Roy will pick up one. Meanwhile, Frosty pulling the flag for CLG. He's been a player all throughout the North American qualifiers we've been highlighting. He's had phenomenal performances online. Really excited to see what he's going to do here at the X Games. However, Roy has that flag for Evil Geniuses. He's so close to be able to run this in. However, the flag has been counterpulled. And you see Roy immediately slow down the tempo here, waiting. Evil Geniuses need this return to tie up the game 1-1.
Yep, and we are going to have to see if Snipe Down can repeat history at some point during the stalemate, because if you remember, last time these teams met up, they played Coliseum CTF. It was Game 3, and Snipe Down got a clutch kill during the stalemate time to get the cap and finish the game.
Immediately, Roy is going to be pushed over from Sniper. Backs away into a grenade. He's been capped because double grenades being thrown at him. Somehow, still alive. Needs to call for some team support, though. Throws the flag away in case he does get charged. Drops a grenade of his own. Fantastic initiative coming in from Roy. And for now, he keeps that flag alive. Just touches it, drops it down, of course, to reset that timer. Expects Lethal to be pushing it. However, there is going to be a big push coming in from the middle with the Diamond. Needs to be able to clean it up. Snipe Down has his help. Evil Genius is definitely going to be getting pushed by CLG.
EG is just completely on the defensive, it feels like, during this game. Not very often have we seen EG in the dominating position where they have map control and that they are closing in on the CLG base. This feels like the majority of the time, it seems like CLG are the aggressors and the outslayers.
It's worth mentioning Snakebite has had the flag the entire time for CLG, and he has not been pushed once so far. He is just relaxing with that flag over towards Sniper. Of course, that's going to come up in 3 seconds. Has a lot of team support over on that side. Lunchbox has the flag, of course, for Evil Geniuses, and it comes to a point where they're going to have to make the decision. Do they try and just flood CLG?
At this moment, right now, EG is just concerned about the defensive end. When they're down in numbers and they don't have map position, it's too much of a risk to try to force a push out. Instead, they want to let CLG actually make some mistakes. So right now, EG wants to see if CLG gets a little too aggressive, they can get a couple picks and then push out. And Roy and his twin brother Lunchbox taken down, jumping on with Snipe Down to see, wow, look at this aggression from CLG.
So
CLG's
aggressive.
flag player, which is Snakebite, actually ran all the way back across the map to the EG base. This is EG taking huge advantage of CLG's aggressiveness.
Fortunately, though, that flag has been picked up once again, and I think that's going to be run home by CLG in the final 2 minutes. Lunchbox is going to need to go big here, and in actual fact, the flag does go in, and that's kind of what I wanted to see a little bit from Evil Genius, is that maybe be a little bit more aggressive with the flag. Instead, they kind of turtled up in their own base, and CLG were just able to run at them. They get 2 kills. Even the flag carrier at that point pushes straight into EG's base, and they just overload Evil Geniuses.
EG never had any presence on the map, as you said. CLG were able to, like you said, push all the way across the map, and not only that, their flag player was allowed to go all the way to EG's fountain. It's like, hey, we run the flag all the way back to our base. Should we just run it back here again?
They managed to trade that important kill as well on that sniper tower and run that second flag home. A minute 30 left. CLG with the advantage of 2 flags to 0. Evil Geniuses backs against the wall in game 1. You see Snakebite on your screen, going to be challenged by Roy, just buying some time. Has some support of his teammates, shuts down commonly. Royal 2 there to trade that kill of Roy. Lunchbox and Snipedown both picking up 2 though. And flag is being pulled by EG.
And this is great pull by EG, but you got to wonder, and it seems like that's so happened
like
so
a
many
desperate
times.
pull.
Lunchbox and his twin brother Roy, 2 different times throughout this game, gotten taken out on that flag ramp, where if they got 1 foot away further, they could have gotten past that flag ramp, or past that snipe ramp, and ran the flag all the way safely through snipe.
The 2 players do go down. That flag has just been returned though. Unfortunately, Evil Genius is not able to touch it. 49 seconds left. If they're going to go, they need to go now.
Yes, based on what we've seen in the past, how EG won this game, this is not good for EG or Evil Geniuses fans, because they had won this game in the past on the NA online ladder. However, it was still a 3-2 victory for the CLG squad. So now we see EG losing the game type that had favored them beforehand.
Yep, and unfortunately that flag will not be run in either, so it will stay 2-0 advantage in favor of CLG. And you see Snipedown on your screens, desperately looking to try and make something happen, but with 17 seconds,
this
not going to be
over.
enough time to run 2 flags back. CLG will be going 1-0 up in the series.
And that is a great way to set the pace in this series. So CLG fans have got to be feeling real good. I'm very curious to see what the Twitter audience at home thinks, because if you asked me what I thought the polls were at, or a 3-1 for CLG.
Well, head into game number 2. Commonly, the new 4th for Evil Geniuses on your screens, picking up the first kill of the game. And now we'll see if EG can try and get a bit of a comeback. Okay, it didn't look like Lethal was actually playing there, so
seems like
maybe
we might have
a reset?
some sort of issue or reset, so we'll let the refs get that figured out. But until then, I like what Conley's doing. Conley is saying, guess what?
I don't care. Until the game ends, I'm playing.
Free kill. I'm taking it.
Try and hunt down Lethal off spawn once again. Go on, you won't do it. Already the early lead established for Evil Geniuses, and this is going to be important for them, trying to recover after that game 1. It wasn't necessarily a brutal demolition, but at the same time, at no point Evil Genius had control.
Absolutely, yeah. And we are seeing, kind of a odd start, so I don't want to say we see a new EG off the bat, because we are seeing, that was weird seeing that player standing around there, either communicating to his teammate or maybe having a controller issue. Who knows what's going on?
Maybe changing his controller settings, something along those lines.
Maybe could have been doing controller settings. So we'll
yet
get
to see
the
Lethal.
bottom of that soon.
As soon as I see Lethal get a kill, I know he's going to be playing. Until then, I've seen a couple of perfects on him. So, and there's another. Roy just got 2 kills. This is a dominating start, and it looks as if CLG are playing. We should emphasize that. It does look like they are playing. They are just, quite frankly, being pooped on.
Yep. So yeah, we'll get this figured out here in a second. All right, looks like
it is a
correct.
Okay, good.
That it was some sort of issue, because you never ever gonna see at this top level play someone standing around for 5 seconds.
Yeah,
they've done the controller settings beforehand. Start off with Commonly, the newest member for Evil Geniuses.
Well, Commonly, it looks as if he's going to do a similar thing to what he did last game before that official restart. Pushes up towards that right-hand side, has the team support, and is also going to pick up Snakebite. Snakebite was able to shut down Lunchbox, though, before being taken down. EG, if you remember, did come out to that early lead. Of course, there was a little bit of a disconnect issue. However, for now, CLG do have that early advantage.
I was about to jump on board with Roy, who got camo, but he was taken down swiftly. So that next camo will be back at about the 9:45 mark. So expect both these teams to be trying to get control of Pink Tower around that minute mark.
Commonly, still on your screens, has that BR out, trying to put a couple of shots down. Goes back and forth in the early parts of this game as both teams just trying to feel each other out. Of course, the interesting part is they both know each other's strats.
This is the spawn trap time I'm talking about. Right now, EG has 3/4 of the map. They have CLG trapped at red base, but somehow Evil Geniuses aren't able to execute. They died at Carbine side. They died at Pink side. This was an opportunity for EG to pull ahead. I don't know how they messed it up.
CLG just managing to slay out. It seems that everyone just winning those crucial 1v1s and breaking out of that potential spawn trap that we could have seen. Game tied up, 7 kills each.
Yeah, and I think now that I kind of revisit that last play, I think part of it had to do with commonly not being pushed up enough. Because the whole point being is you want to have the team spawning just at one base. However, when you're all the way at blue base and opposing teams at red base, you don't have as many cross-map angles. You need to get somewhere like top center or a little bit closer in order to effectively execute that.
Fantastic shots from Roy, shuts down Lethal, and it is Evil Geniuses who do still have that early advantage. It's just a 3-kill lead, but it's a lead nevertheless. Nice help coming in from Lunchbox as he shuts down Frosty. Roy just playing with his team. Of course, you can see the communication there in that player camera.
And look at that. So Roy and Lunchbox getting that kill over at blue base, and Roy doing this exact great play. He's realized that these opposing players of CLG are spawning at blue base, so he went towards top center to try and give support, but was eventually taken down.
The key for me here is Evil Geniuses are slowly starting to pull away. Watch when you see that score, 17-11. It's a 6-kill lead. Royal 2, one shot in red base. Snipe down will fall, though. Lethal managing to get top mid and challenge.
And 9:45 mark came up right there. You saw Lunchbox try to grab that camo, but at least he got the burn.
That's true.
CLG had control of pink side, and that was a great play by Lunchbox.
Oh, 7:45. Expect to see that camo pop up once again. Lethal is able to pick up 2 kills in that kill feed. Royal 2 still on your screens for CLG. As the game now down to just a 2-kill deficit. Still in favor of Evil Geniuses. Lethal trying to put a couple of shots down cross map.
Yeah, for the first time, we see EG kind of trapped on the side. We saw 3 members of Evil Geniuses over at Carbine side, and it looks like they made a great push out towards red base. Lethal meeting 2 members who are Snipe Down and Roy from Evil Geniuses taken down, and Snipe Down's going to say, thank you for Pink Tower, I'm going up to Pink 3.
Haven't really seen either team lock down that spawn trap. We've seen setups where it seemed as if it was going to happen, but both teams on the defensive side managed to just lay out. And Snipe Down may have just overcommitted a little bit, but he was able to at least shut down one. Lunchbox has his trade. Lethal does fall. However, as soon as Lunchbox picks up the kill, Royal 2 peeks around the corner. He's able to connect with a kill. Still the lead at 3 kills in favor of Evil Geniuses as they try and level up the series.
Yeah, you notice how whichever team seems to have control of more portions of the map are the ones getting more kills. That might be surprising to some players who think, well, isn't it better teamwork just to stick around each other and, you know, run as a group? Right. But you need those cross-map angles. You can work together with your teammates when you cross all the way across the map.
It is just all about setting up in those positions and making sure you have your teammates cover. You don't necessarily need to be holding hands, exactly as you said, Walsh.
There are some good times to hold hands.
24-26, the score. Still, of course, in favor of Evil Geniuses, our blue squad. And this game so close right now, Walsh.
Yeah, not only
it's
is
going to be one small mistake, I think.
Not only is it even in kills right now, but it's also even in map presence, because you see EG has blue base and Carbine, whereas CLG has red base and Pink Tower.
This game couldn't be closer for now. Still looking at Royal 2, just trying to get some information on where Evil Geniuses currently are located. Spots Roy cross map, shots go down. Unfortunately, they're Roy and Commonly both able to pick up 2 kills, and camo up. We'll see if Royal 2 can potentially fend off this wave of aggression, but I think he may actually have to give that one up.
Yes, Snipe Down was able to snag that, and luckily get some help to take down Lethal. Snipe Down's eventually taken down, but I don't think we've seen a single player get away with camo yet.
No,
both these teams are on top of power-ups, and that also comes to a lot of credit for the coaches, because you have someone like Towie behind Evil Geniuses letting them know exactly when that camo's coming up, and not only that, letting them know many seconds before. He'll say 30 seconds before, guys, we need to start getting control of Pink Tower, and that way we can set up to get this camo.
Exactly that. You're going to see that continue every time you watch Evil Geniuses play. Towie, the 5th man, as he has been dubbed many times. Fantastic coach. The score, though, 32-31. Again, you just can't separate these two teams. Every time CLG come out and get a double kill, Evil Geniuses respond with a double kill of their own. It really is back and forth action here live from Aspen.
And there's no room for error, as we saw that last pick where Lunchbox got killed at top car 3. He just could not get away from any angle. They are going to capitalize on every little misstep that you make, and that's going to end up in a death.
Snipe Down still on your screens with that BR. More than happy to play this slow-paced game, try and force CLG to you. However, as he is pretty weak, has to back away. Lunchbox is in support with him as well, so doesn't back away too far. Some nice shots go down, but not able to pick up that kill. Very slow pace. As I actually just heard Roy scream to Lethal, "You are so bad." So remember when we said there wasn't that much trash talk?
Yeah,
I think the trash talk may have just started.
Yes, I think it's one of those things when you're giving official interview answers and what you truly are thinking, because for them to say, yeah, actually this series does not matter that much to us is an absolute lie. You know that EG wants to prove a point. They would love to just send CLG with their first loss in pool play with a swift 3-0. That's not going to be the case here because obviously they lost first game, but you know that is exactly what they were hoping for.
Do you expect to see this game slow down even more as we go to the final 10 kills? It's already been an incredibly slow-paced game, but I feel like it's a tied game, 38-38. This normally is when you see teams kind of slow down just a little bit more, 39-39 now.
Well, what's going to happen is the team that's on the back heel, like the one that are down in numbers, are going to try to slow down the game as much as possible. However, what will happen is if, let's say, EG gets a few kills, they're going to try to speed it up and try to put a lot of pressure on the spawning members of GLG.
Oh, for now, it's still 39-39. Of course, plenty of time still to go. Over 5 minutes, first to 50 kills will win. Lunchbox still on your screens as he tries to peek. He's going to actually get caught there.
That crossfire.
That's
the second
there's
time
exact
that Lunchbox
angles.
has died from that.
Those exact angles that you were talking about earlier on, you don't necessarily need to be holding hands. You saw perfect positioning from CLG, and they have that one kill lead. Snipedown trying to reduce it and tie it up. Spots Frosty, but he's not going to be able to pick up that kill. Lethal shuts down commonly. Royal 2 with the pick on Lunchbox, and just like that, CLG starting to pull away.
The most impressive part is not just that kill feed, but you know, star after star, basically denoting and saying those are perfect kills, perfect 5-shot kills, perfect carbine kills. Every single shot that these players are making are incredibly accurate.
And this is the biggest lead we've seen in around about 5 minutes of gameplay, to be honest with you. CLG 5 kills away from turning this game around. Evil Geniuses were in control. If you remember, Lethal, though, ironically, the man who has started to give CLG a little bit more momentum, commonly on your screens. He's going to fall back over towards Lethal now, and we'll see what can he do. He really has been the catalyst, if you will, to this CLG lead.
I feel like the keystone piece to CLG's success on this game type right now is this player Pink 2. It seems like they've revolved everything around that because this player Pink 2 cuts off angles from Carbine. Player Pink 2 lays down shots at blue or red base. It just seems like this player from Pink 2 does absolutely everything CLG needs within their strategy.
And just like that, CLG make the comeback in Slayer, pick up map number 2.
It's a little different in my opinion.
So it seems as if, again, there was a little bit of a technical issue. This time with Snipedown, we looked over at his perspective. He wasn't playing, and we saw the referee enter the booth. They are playing now, and it seems like the referees are just conferring as to exactly what the official ruling will be.
Yeah.
As you mentioned earlier on, though, CLG did the correct thing. They continued playing.
Yeah, we'll get that figured out here in a second, but it did seem like something was quite off because it felt like CLG was up a number because similar to the beginning of that Truth Slayer game before we had to do the restart.
So they're actually going to continue playing, apparently.
So this game is going on live.
Yeah.
So that goes to show that EG's going to have to make some sort of miraculous comeback because they are down quite a bit. And not only do CLG have a 34-second lead, but Snakebite has camo over here at the top nest.
Yeah, this is a very, very big lead CLG have already managed to develop. Of course, we have seen big comebacks occur before, though, on this map specifically. Evil Genius is a team that did manage to do it themselves. Double kill comes in for Snakebite. Can he find a triple? Not going to be able to happen. Does drop down. Of course, that preferred setup still in CLG's favor, and that lead really starting to build.
Yeah, I still don't know exactly what happened at the beginning of that game because it definitely seemed like Snipedown was, you know, just having some issues, but he's going through, and yeah, it seems like EG can still take this if they come back together, but you gotta wonder, how is this going to affect their mental state?
The big question as well is, how do you break this setup? What do you do if you're inside that Evil Geniuses booth?
If you're in the Evil Geniuses shoes, you have to somehow divert CLG attention towards somewhere like bottom center and then eventually take over nest, or somehow just dogpile in bottom center and then just scatter and hopefully hide away from those superior angles that CLG has.
I mean, just as you say that, that's pretty much what they were able to do. They managed to get control of Nest, and Evil Geniuses, just like that, get control of bottom middle. So they do have a little bit of life left in them, that's for sure. 2-1 advantage in their favor. Nice shots from Roy. Cleans up Frosty with the headshot. That was a killing spree as well. Over to Commonly's perspective now. He's just going to slow it down a little bit. Looks bottom middle. There should be a free kill. Connects with Snakebite. Not going to be able to reset it, though. Doesn't want to lose his power control, or sorry, his map control.
Yeah, it's not his position now, I feel like, to drop. Like, I feel like he was eventually forced to drop down low and eventually gets that kill and reset. But as you said, he was relying on his EG teammates saying, guess what? I'm already in this high up, perfect position above Snipe. Someone else has to go down there and reset it.
Trade comes in, but I believe bot mid was taken. And Lunchbox now left with the decision. Does he go for the capture on yard? Seems as if he's going to have to. It's a trip cap in favor of CLG, and he doesn't want to allow CLG to build a bigger lead.
Yeah, Lunchbox had to go for that yard cap because 3 of his teammates are down, and he had to just buy some time. So while waiting for your teammates to respawn, it's a good thing just to stop that bleeding, and he gets control of that shotgun, which obviously just came in handy.
That picked up 1, however, World 2 did have Railgun. Commonly able to shut him down. Shotgun not going to be helpful enough for him there. Snakebite does manage to just defend Nest. Of course, it is still CLG building point, 65 to 24 now. And more importantly, Snakebite has camo.
Yeah, and just looking like CLG is in such dominant force. EG started to show some life. They started to get control of top center and bottom mid, but just seems like CLG's setup is so much stronger. They're in the better positions, they stay alive longer, and they just hold on to these setups.
Nice play from Snakebite as he shuts down the Lunchbox there. Bottom middle is being contested. Evil Geniuses are on top of it, but immediately CLG just flood over towards bottom middle there, Walshy, and they immediately get that reset. They manage to slay out, and this is not looking good for Evil Geniuses whatsoever.
No, especially EG fans. I mean, we both are in awe right now seeing how CLG could go down, or could take down EG in a 3-0 series. That is something
I did not expect that at all.
Yeah, that's something I don't think I have seen in a year and a half, 2 years. I don't know last time I've seen EG ever get 3-0'd.
Well, Lethal is definitely going to be smiling after this one. Of course, though, as some of the guys from EG said, I think that is the key really to note from that. Maybe it was the attitude coming into this game saying, you know, it doesn't really matter if we meet later on, that's when it is going to matter. Kind of expecting someone at EG-CLG final.
Every match should matter. You want to strike fear in opponents. You want to have them have doubt in their strategies, and I just feel like CLG came in this match much more prepared.
I mean, it is worth mentioning that, you know, if EG loses, they're not actually guaranteed to go through from the group. They do play Penta Sports later on, which could cause... No, I'm just kidding. They're probably going to win that game. I'd be very surprised to see them throw that away.
At the same time, still, there is no guarantee, as you said.
Seeds are definitely in effect there as well, whether you come out number 1 or number 2 from the group, something to bear in mind. Who you're going to play from the other group, definitely that's a big factor, of course. But for now, Evil Geniuses are able to get a 2-1 stronghold back, but at 96 points in favor of CLG, this would be an absolute miracle if it was to happen.
Yeah, and it looks like Roy's doing a great job trying to get control of Nest because he realizes if they're going to hold any sort of realistic step for a long period of time,
Frosty's
it needs
so
to be
sneaky.
Nest in bottom center.
Frosty just sat there waiting and baiting him out so heavily. The 2-1 advantage goes back in favor of CLG. However, EG desperately jump on bottom mid. Will they be able to cap it before the game ends? They clear it up. 99 points, and just like that, CLG rotate and get the advantage back. That is going to be GG. A swift dispatch of Evil Geniuses for CLG.